Hey there viewers, and welcome back to the South Main Auto Channel. Got a new hat. Came all the way from San Antonio, Texas, from a viewer named Frank W. So thanks for the hat, Frank. You can see right behind me we got this 03 Jeep Liberty. It's got the big 3.7 liter in it. And the guy just broke down and it came in and it's overheating. And I did a little parking lot pre-examination on it, and I've determined it to have a faulty water pump, or at least that's what I suspect. I don't have any flow through the system at all. I've got nothing flowing through the radiator. Did a no flow, no heat, and it overheats. I think these have a plastic impeller, and we're gonna take a look. So the reason I feel this is the case, you can see where it's been blazing antifreeze all over. I did out in the parking lot, I just kind of verified the repair or verified the complaint after it cooled down. I did test it for a blown head gasket because I'll have kind of a similar symptom. It passed all that test. The guy was smart enough to not let it just keep overheating. He'd start it up, drive it like a mile, shut it off. Just kept doing that till he got here. You can see it's got this other hose right here that goes to the coolant reservoir. I believe that hose on these thermostat's in the lower hose. Your typical coolant flow is, top of the radiator, down through the core, back in the block, and, around in that circulation. So when the thermostat is closed on the lower hose, and the coolant's, assuming the pump is pumping, is coming into the upper hose, I believe it hits this, little bypass hose here, which is right next to the upper radiator hose, and gets sprayed back into the reservoir there. But I'm not seeing any of that. I'm not seeing any evidence at all of this thing even attempting to flow. It gets hot, the fans kick on high, it blows cold air inside. I did pop the belt off outside to make sure the bearings in the pump were good. I don't feel any play there. I mean, just very, very little, nothing to get too excited about. No heat in the cabin. So I think these have a plastic impeller. I'm not 100% sure, but that's something we got to look at. And got to do something, so that's what we're gonna do. Pop this belt back off. Uses a 15 millimeter here. Like I said, I already had this off once out in the parking lot as I was doing a quick parking lot diagnosis. Make sure you keep your belts going in the same direction if you're gonna use them. So this one had lettering on it, and it was facing us, so we don't have to worry about mixing that up. I don't hear anything when I spin the pump, nothing abnormal. Like I say, it feels tight, so I don't know. I don't think it takes much to whip this thing off, so I got a bucket and a catch pan, or a catch tray underneath it, so it looks like we gotta pull this idler pulley off, and then take some bolts out and have a look. Alright, so I'll grab a 13 millimeter. It looks like probably just pulley's all one piece, so we'll just start zipping some bolts out of this thing. Magnet tree. Alright. Yep, it is. I'm doing a video, we're taking the water pump off to have a look at it. I think it's got a bad water pump. What are you doing, going home? Bolts on this little guy. I'll get a mirror, see if that's it. Oh yeah, looks like we got one more down there. Let's see if I can find it. There it is, it looks like. somewhere in there. Not real good with this mirror thing. That's a lot of bolts. Didn't want that to fall off. Oh, we're gonna need a primer. Let's see if we can't just kind of tunk this loose. Gonna be making a big old mess. We got our bucket ready. Whoa, hang on! We're catching some of it. There we go. Woo! Had to raise you up a little. We got all of it now. It's a little toasty. We'll let it drain here, and then hopefully, after taking this off, hopefully my theory's right. Hopefully that impeller is not impelling. Got no idea. Been wrong before. It's hotter, Banshee. Come on. There she is. Okay. Ha ha ha. I'm right. Look at that. I'll be jiggered. So I'm holding the outer part of the pump. Well, obviously you guys can see. Holding the housing. The old plastic impeller is toast. So that's a good assumption and a good diagnosis, I guess. And the good news is, if I was wrong, this is just a rubber gasket. We could have stuck it back on there and moved on in life, but definitely is, it doesn't appear to be cracked. It's just, I mean, it has a metal insert, and I think I know what this thing needs. Fixed. Can't barely even rotate it now. Oh yeah, you can. Well, I think the real fix is buying a new water pump, because basically you can just wiggle that back off. Well, a good diagnosis, I guess. I had a new water pump brought up, and I see all the water pumps that I was looking at, you know, in the different aftermarkets. They're all plastic. I don't know if this is an OEM one that's on here or not. Probably not. I have no idea. I guess it's kind of redundant. So we'll just take and slap this one on, fire it back up. I would have showed you guys the overheating symptom and stuff, but you know, obviously the car was hot enough as it is, and I don't want to stress it anymore. You just have to kind of go off my, you know, commentary on what I did and what I was seeing, and you know, I didn't bring the camera out initially because, you know, customers standing out there, you know, lots of what's on the Jeep. So we gotta get this back on, get this guy back on the road. Okay, let's see what ways this go. Probably something like that, I guess. Sneak her down through here. Alright, I got her all jammed up. Anybody pay attention where the long bolts came out of? Let me rotate this around here. There we go. Oh, I'm sure we can figure it out. Process of elimination. I think we had one around this side somewhere, isn't it? Oh, look at that. Good guess. Oh, that must have been a long one. Oh yeah, first try. Alright, then we had that one other one that was kind of tricky. Go ahead and snug these up. And we'll torque them down. Yeah, according to the book, they're 18 foot-pounds is what they're supposed to be torqued at here. Just kind of sit down, make sure we got all these. Now just keep going around, make sure we got them on, didn't skip any. Skip that hidden one down there, dang it. That's it. Alright, you guys know I wouldn't let you down. We always use some brake parts cleaner. I'll make sure we don't have any antifreeze left on the crank pulley or anywhere else down here. Before we put the belt back on. Get our belt tossed back on here, figure out how it goes. Stick it there, we gotta put our this idler pulley back in. Looks about right. Nope, foul. That's definitely not right. Crap. Am I really gonna have to look this up? How about this? Let's try something different here. Go like that. Yeah, that'll work. This new Chevy hat's got me all screwed up. Alright, I think we got it. We'll get it filled back up, fired up. I can do this without making a mess. We'll see if we see coolant coming out the bypass hose, but we already confirmed what was wrong with it, 100% definitive. Alright, so we're going to take and fire it up. I got it full of coolant here. We'll see if we should be able to see it's hopefully coming out of that bypass hose. Yeah, you can see it bypassing now, I'll show you. So we'll check watching this part of the chamber here. You know, it's obvious with the drop in coolant that we have a flow. So we just gotta let it warm up now. These thermostats have a jiggle pin in them, so you don't have to worry about really bleeding them out. They do have a bleeder port on it, but you can tell the radiator's already full. So we'll just let it warm up. Well, it's warming up pretty good. We got good heat on the inside now. You can feel the heater core hoses are nice and warm, so definitely a confirmed fix. I know this isn't a typical self-main auto video. To be quite honest, it's been kind of awkward out here. The customer's been sitting here the whole time, so wasn't too many funnies going on. So anyhow, I guess with that being said, car's warmed up, everything worked good heat, and all that business. I feel really out of place here. It's not too often you get a customer hanging out in the shop and you know, monitoring you the whole time. I'm starting to beat up a little sweat, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you know, today was a pretty disappointing morning because I just wanted to take my bow and go out into the woods, and a bad water pump prevented me from doing that. But thanks to South Main Auto, I'll be able to go out into the woods tomorrow because my water pump is replaced and the Jeep is running again.
Awesome. Well, that's it, viewers. That's the first live South Main Auto customer interaction. The guy's a lawyer. I'm still a little bit nervous about this. Anyhow, that's it. Check us out on Facebook if you haven't. You can connect with us socially on Google Plus too if you haven't done that. Consider subscribing to our channel if you want to stay up to date with our weekly publications. We roll out, you know, often several times a week. And just remember, viewers, if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching. He's gone now.